Oh, look at Roxy. Thought I was talking to somebody else. Come on in, guys. Say hello as you come in. And if you're watching the replay, make sure you type hashtag replay. Let me know that you were here. Let me know that you were watching. Let me know what you thought of the craft if you're on replay, guys. Hi, Gail and Martha. Miss Sue. Hello, Kim. Yay, you got me. Kristen Wood from Rhode Island. Thank you, friend. Charlie and Diane. Hey, Diane, girlfriend. Hello, Denny. All right. You guys know the drill. If you're watching the replay, I like to chit chat a little bit in the beginning. I like to say hello to everybody. So just fast forward through that if you don't like that. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for sprinkling, sweet Kristen. Hello, Stephanie. Thank you. It was a lot of work. I won't lie. Hello, Shayna. How are you, girl? Roxanne. Good to see you, friend. Thank you, Martha. I'm so happy to be back. Hello, Joyce. 100 degrees in Oklahoma. Oh, gosh. I think just driving home, I think it was like 94 or 5 coming in here. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Debbie. Missed you guys so much. Oh, Kimmy, orientation was mind-boggling. It was just draining. You know how it goes when you're learning so many new things and policies and everything. Thank you, Patty. Hello, Deb. Yeah, my brain was absolutely fried. So we had orientation every single day. It's for an adult acute rehab facility inpatient. Thanks, Tammy. Hello, Shelly. Dana, I see you sneaking in. Hello, Betty. Hello, Brenda. Anyway, so it's a lot of new things for me because I've not worked in the inpatient medical side of things. So there's a lot of learning, even just CPR for me, because I've done CPR in the past, but it's always been for those that were not in the medical field. So it's a lot, but I'm done. And now we're starting the training portion of it. Praying for snow at least. Stephanie, I don't think you're gonna get snow, girl. Thank you for sprinkling, Deb. Thank you, Christy, for sprinkling me out. No, Tammy, absolutely not. No more school for me. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Betty. Yeah, it was a very rough school year. That was a big reason why I haven't been present, because it was really just took a real big toll on my mental health. And that's why my craft room was a nightmare, because I was go, stressed. Come on, do life for you guys. And then I would just walk away from whatever mess I made, and I was doing that over and over again. And then let's just say the door's been shut for 6 months. Hello, Renee.
I was gonna say hi.
Kevin does not want to be present with us, but he wants to come and say hello. I think you guys need to scold him and let him know that that is absolutely unacceptable. If he's gonna come in, then he needs to stay. Hello, Marlene. Hello, Carol from Schwinky Vintage with Carol. Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate it. Look, they're saying hello. You guys need to scold him. Tell him he needs to pull his little chair.
I have to get up at 4 o'clock.
It doesn't matter. We're not going to be here that long. He needs to pull his little chair over here and sit down. I even gave him his own chair with no arms, and he fits in here very well now.
I will.
They're saying hello. Yeah, he says he promises he will.
But not tonight.
Not tonight. Yeah, he says that all the time. Anyway, you guys, I'm so excited to be here. Let's do some more crafting with some cardboard. Thank you, Joyce. Yes, he needs to stay with Roxy. I haven't seen her all day. Okay. I did just put it's still wet, but I did put a quick coat on this little sign. If you guys saw what I posted, letting you guys know, it's just a really cheap little inexpensive sign that I got at, I'm pretty sure this came from DollarTree. It could have been from 99-cent store prior to leaving California. This was one that was in the garage and hadn't been seen for a full year. So it could be from 99-cent store, but nevertheless, you can find something very similar at the DollarTree. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Nancy. Missed you too, friend. I'm so excited to see you guys. I am just absolutely thrilled that you guys are here. And Sandy Gibson. Okay, now I did do some cutting out already of my cardboard. Hello, Rhonda. And I did do some painting of it because there was writing and we're painting it with white. And you guys didn't want to sit here and watch me put like 3 coats of paint of white on all of this stuff because I had to cover, you know, some of it. Like you can see really close. There's like a barcode there. So I have these little pieces already cut out. I kind of played with this one. I don't really know. We might have to play with it in the end. Thank you, Mandy. Yeah, I finally have makeup on. I feel like putting makeup on, and I curled my hair because I didn't dry it the other day. Hi, Joette. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Kimberly. Okay, so I have 4 of these. You guys, this is nothing special. I literally just took my pen and just took my cardboard, set it up against this, and then I took one, made a wavy line. Actually, I didn't even make a wavy line. I just cut a wavy line. And then I just traced the rest and cut them all out. Hi, Regine. Is it Regine? Welcome, sweet friend from Kansas. And then we're going to make a stamp. We're going to make a Christmas stamp decoration, kind of vintagey, farmhousey. It's not going to be chippy, so we won't call it chippy. I also cut out a little gingerbread man. I just do something freehand. A little gingerbread man, and we have a little square. This is going to be part of our stamp. Hello, Ethel. And okay, so we're just going to quickly do the coats of white, and I'm so excited. I hope you guys like this. Do you live close to Skidaway Island Park? We'll be there. I think so. It sounds familiar, Diane. Isn't Skidaway near Savannah? If it's near Savannah, then yes, I am very close. I'm pretty sure I've heard of Skidaway Park. It's near, I think it's near like where the main news station is at too, I believe. I drove through there one time. Hi, Dawn. Oh my gosh, yay, almost done. Hello, Pam. All right, oh, this one's not dry. Let's just quickly dry this so we can get everything painted at once. Yes, girl, it's only like maybe an hour from me. Depending on the day and the traffic, the time. My rehab facility that I'm at is probably maybe 10 minutes away, if that. Definitely let us know when you're here. We can meet up and go to lunch or dinner or something. Hi, Nita. Hello, Donna. All right, this one, I hope I can get this done. Hopefully it won't take that many coats. Good to see you too, girl. Hi, Rhonda. How is everybody doing today? We got to get back to the norm. What is everybody having for dinner, you guys? So those of you that are new, thank you so much for coming. And I apologize, I didn't tell you my name. My name is Monique with Grease and Tattered Lace. I am coming to you live from near Savannah, Georgia. My husband and I just moved here from California about a year ago. That was my husband. If you saw him, his name is Kevin, and our little dog's Roxy. So welcome. We're so happy to have you here. Kevin's being a little turd and doesn't want to sit with us tonight, but we're going to work on getting him here on a regular basis, you guys. Hello, Marianne. You're having tacos. So those of you that are new, it's just something that I started when we were in California because I was behind the time from most of you guys, and I was always starving because I probably didn't have lunch at work. But regardless, I always wanted to know like what you guys had for dinner so that Kevin could make it for me. Corn dogs. Rhonda, I'm not a corn dog fan, but I'll have just a regular hot dog. All right. Hamburger and chips. Hello, Linda and Amy. Oh my gosh. Talking at the White Elephant. You're going to have to refresh me. Complete brain fart. I've forgotten your name for whatever reason, and I am so sorry. Stephanie's having pasta salad. Brenda's having popcorn. I love when you guys have the oddball stuff. I'm kicking myself. I cannot remember. I'm going to know it. As soon as you say it, I'm going to know it. Kim. Thank you, Christy. Raspberries and yogurt. Where's isn't it Kimberly that likes to have goldfish? It's Kimberly. Kimberly Scattergoods, I believe, is my goldfish girl. Kim at the white, yes, thank you. Kim at the Chalking at the White Elephant. Thank you, Christy. Oh, yeah, see, I did remember something. It's Kimberly that has the goldfish. See, my brain's not all gone. All right, so I'm just doing just another quick coat on here of white paint, you guys. We will take that brightness away very soon. Be patient. It will go away. I think we are having tacos as well. Somebody else was having tacos. Chips and hot sauce. Sandy, I love it. Some chips and hot sauce and some sweet tea. All right. My sweet friend Christy was going to go back-to-back live with me, you guys. But she's got a terrible headache. It's raining at her house. And it really messes with her. Okay, let's give this a quick dry. Taco Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? I guess it is. Sam is grilling. Marianne's having sweet and sour chicken, healthy choice bowl with peppers, rice, cauliflower. Oh, that sounds amazing, Marianne. Grilled cheese sandwich. My kids are doing good, Amy. My oldest just turned 34, you guys. I can't even believe it. Just turned 34 last Friday. Where has the time gone? Okay, I'm going to turn the dryer on, the heat tool. So if you got any earbuds in, take those out. Chicken and broccoli Alfredo, my absolute favorite, Sue. Fettuccine Alfredo. I don't really like the fettuccine noodles, though. Your baby turns 32 on Saturday. Right, Carol? Like, where did the time go? I sent her a text message because she's in California. And I told her, I can't even believe that you were 34. Christy, you need to get in on your page. If you guys see any other page names here, please make sure you give them a follow if you're not following them. Maybe you will find a new person that you love. Salmon, patties, green beans, and baked potato. Betsy, that sounds very healthy. Stuffed crab, salmon, and broccoli. I did not have healthy food all day long. Yes, ma'am, I am. Oh, look at it. There's a little southern thing going on. Your son turns 17 on Monday. Oh, so is he going to be a senior this year, Marianne, or is he a junior? Your baby turns 35, or 33 on the 25th. Oh, gosh. Yes, Christy at the Dashing Willow. Avocado ranch salad with broccoli slaw, blueberries, green grape. Oh my gosh. That sounds good. Your oldest will be turning 45. A senior. Is he excited? 40. Oh my goodness. Hello, Caroline. Your baby turns 31. Right, Carol? That sounded really good. Okay, these I think are dry enough. We'll set these off to the side. He turns 35 in December. I know, the time just flies. Flies by. Hello, Caroline. All right, we'll set these off to the side. You guys, I did paint both sides. I didn't really need to, but just in case it shows, Your youngest will be 40 this year in October. All right, now we're going to paint our little gingerbread man, you guys. 34. Oh my gosh. Sweet Caroline. Everybody's babies are all about the same age or really close. Okay, I am using Folk Art Nutmeg, you guys. Folk Art Nutmeg. You still remember the labor pain? Me too, girl. Me too. I can tell you the story of mine too. Your oldest turned 34 on Friday the 19th. All right, I probably didn't get a big enough. This is going to take me too long with this paintbrush. Let's get a bigger one. With all these paintbrushes, I should be able to find one that's bigger, right, you guys? Don't forget to, yeah, oh, thank you, Christy. All right, this one's a little bit thick in the bottom of this, and so I'm just going to dip my brush in, you guys. This is like the perfect color for a gingerbread man, I'm telling you. Let me just show you this color, because it's nutmeg, and, you know, you put nutmeg in gingerbread mix anyhow. Hi, Linda. Has anybody done any Christmas crafts yet for Christmas in July? Just curious. Hello, Stephanie. I know. Christy sings to you, Sweet Caroline. I don't want to get in trouble. Anybody done any? No, Betsy. Your oldest turns 59 in December. Oh, your oldest is close to my age. A little bit older than myself, but not that far off. And I love that I have so many older women that are here and supportive and just, you act like you're one of us, youngies. You have a boost, so you started. It's, oh, thank you, Dorothy. Okay. Let's just give this a quick dry. I'm only going to do one coat on this because we're going to do something else to this little guy to dress him up and make him not so plain. Barb is all about Christmas in July. Yeah. I wish I could go back and make some 4th of July stuff. Betsy just turned 60. I know. You know what? Sandy, one of my Sandys, just had a birthday. What day did I go live the other day, you guys? Saturday? She had her birthday on Saturday. Anybody else have a birthday this month? Your oldest is 42. Your oldest is 50. I love it that you guys are all sharing. All right. There's our little gingerbread man. All right. So, he's so plain, right? Thanks, Shayna. Labor Day is right around the corner, and you have time to do Americana crafting. That's true. That's my birthday, by the way, Labor Day. Well, the true Labor Day holiday. Marlene just turned 67 on July 8th. Happy birthday, girl. Your birthday was on the 11th and you retired in May. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Kimmy had a birthday on July 3rd. We have a lot of July birthdays. Gil's on the 7th. All right, I'm going to use my Magnolia stencil. This is, oh gosh, I've been away too long. I forgot the name of this stencil. This is my absolute favorite stencil. We're going to use this section right here. Oh, I missed that part. 82. Oh my gosh, girl. I love it. I just got a beautiful care package from my mom, you guys. I want you guys to finish telling me your birthday if you had it, if you had a birthday. But my mom just sent me a package, and she's going through her things, like my grandparents' things and her things, and I don't know what's gotten into her, but she said she wanted to start getting things out so that we wouldn't have to deal with it when she passes. Hi, Pixie. It is just a number. You're right. July 22nd, you'll be 71. Happy birthday upcoming here soon. Hello, Gina. I'm doing fabulous. All right, you guys, I have something new. We're going to give this a try on my stencil. Let's pray that we don't ruin it. Hi, Joyce. All right, I got this on Amazon. It's called modeling paste. Okay, modeling paste. All right, and we are going to mix this. What did I do with my, I think I was so good that I put it away. Nope. We're going to take a little modeling paste, and we're going to take a little spackle, and we're going to put some of this chalk paste in here. And this is the Magnolia chalk paste, and it's the rust color, Intense Rust. And I think it's just going to give this little gingerbread guy just the character that he needs. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit of spackle. I don't need this much, but we're going to do it. Okay, so I have some spackle. It's a little thicker. Okay. I'm going to put it on our plate. I'm wanting to give this some texture, and I hope it works. I don't know how much it's going to give it that texture, that rised look because of the screen in this stencil, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what happens. All right. Now, this modeling paste is a little bit, it's kind of like the consistency of chalk paste, okay? So, and I'm wondering if you can use modeling paste with a little bit of acrylic paint and put it on your stencil and use that. We'll see. All right, so you can see that it's kind of like the consistency of like frosting or icing now. Okay. And I'm gonna get a little bit of this chalk paste. Hi, Tracy. Hi to anybody else that I missed while I had my head down and was not paying attention. I'm so happy that you guys are here. I hope that you guys are staying cool. All right, and now I'm just gonna take a little bit of chalk paste. We're gonna plop this right inside here, and we're gonna mix it all together. Okay. Now I already have my little gingerbread man underneath the stencil, but look, you guys can see, this is that modeling paste with a little bit of spackle, okay? I'm just gonna put it right here on this guy. We'll see how this comes out. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you too. All right. Hopefully you guys can see. Can you guys see this guy? I'm just gonna pull this through. And I'm using the squeegee to try to get as much off of it as I can. So thank you, Marianne. First time watching. Well, welcome, Kim. We're so happy to have you here. My name's Monique. If you missed that earlier, I'm so excited to have you here. The girls are so wonderful here and so loving and encouraging. They'll treat you just like you've been here forever. So if you have questions, please go ahead and feel free to ask questions, okay? All right, you guys, I'm just gonna pull this right off. And it may not have the texture, the raised texture that I really want, but look at that. Look at that. All right, do we have anybody else new here? You guys, I just want you to see what I do with this, all right? I'm gonna pull this whole thing off. And I have a little bucket of water right here. Woo, we almost spilled it all over me. Okay, we are just going to just put this right inside this bucket of water. This water is cool water. It is not warm, okay? I have a little sponge, a little Magnolia sponge to use to clean your stencils. Now these bigger ones are a little more challenging because they're so big, but there was one side. And there is the other. This is clean. Let me get my pad. Just gonna set this here for a second, move this water. Now this is what I do after that. I just take a wipe. Thank you, Lisa. I just take a wipe and I have this, do I have the sticky side up? I have this sticky side up, all right? And I'm just wiping this down just like this. All right, and we're gonna take the back and we're just gonna plop it right back on. It's a little crooked. And the one thing that you want to make sure is that you do get it down and you get the air bubbles out, because it is the air that gets underneath of it that does take that stickiness away, the reusable stickiness. Also, you want to make sure that you're rinsing it with cool water. You do not want hot water. Cold. I always just use cold, especially if you live in the South or in a hot places. Cool is not cool. Done. Cleaned. My biggest thing that I always forget to do is clean these, you guys. So just let it dry and I'll put it back in the package and hang it back up in my closet. That's it. I'm just going to dump this in my little bucket of water. I'll clean that later along with my squeegee, and I'll clean that later. All right. Now that we've done that, I'm just going to zap this a little bit with the heat tool to make sure that it is dry. Everything is ready to go. I miss, who needs a U-Haul? Christy? I need to show you guys the littles that I got in Canton. You wish that they had Magnolia in Canada. I'm so sorry. Gail, actually, I think we do have Magnolia in Canada, but you have to get it from a Magnolia rep. I will double check, but I'm pretty sure that you can get it in Magnolia. You just have to find somebody in Canada. If not, I mean, I could ship it to you, but the shipping fees are just astronomical to ship there. I don't have a problem with that, but I don't think you want to pay that crazy shipping. All right, let me clean up. I'm trying to get better at cleaning my stuff up, you guys. All right. Because that's my biggest problem. Not cleaning up. Hey, I'm going to tell you guys a little tip. I've told people before, but I've been away for a while. When you get one of these little boards or whatever you want to put to do your work on and paint on it, if you apply wax, clear wax onto this, you can clean your paint off of it very easily, okay? It doesn't make a mess. And then I just put a clear coat on there and let it sit. You kept yours organized for at least 2 weeks, Stephanie. Okay. I don't think I dried this thing very well. Yes, I will, when I post a picture of this, you guys, I will put a link to the stencil and, the paint, the wax, not the wax, the, chalk paste color, anything that we use today, I'll stick in the picture, okay? Hi, Pammy. Hi, April. I'm good. How are you, girl? All right, one more thing we have to do. We're going to do some Mod Podge with our little piece of fabric. I just already tore it down to fit down on the size of this little thing. It's not perfect, and that's okay. I don't care. Just like that. All right, we'll put some Mod Podge down, and then we will use our heat tool to kind of set that in. Could probably turn on my handy dandy little iron over here. Miss Christy, I finally opened the iron that you sent me. I do believe it is plugged in. I just have to learn how to turn it on. Let's see. That's steam. That's off steam. What in the world? I know it's plugged in. We may just use our heat tool. You guys are going to laugh at me. It's not getting hot. I'm not doing something right. Let's try turning it on. Let's see if that worked. I don't know. Okay. I applied some Mod Podge right over the top of my white paint. And the reason I painted that white, you guys, was because it had some words on it. And my fabric is a little bit thin. And I want to make sure that the words don't peek through. Just turn the dial. That's what I did, Michelle. Hopefully it will get hot now. All right, you guys. So those of you that don't know, I have left the school system. First, let me back up. Those that don't know, I am a speech pathologist by profession. And I worked in the school system for the past 5-6 years. And I have decided to make the change. So I am doing a little bit of private practice, and I am doing outpatient or inpatient acute rehab. All right. I'm just going to set this down in here. I have a new little guy that I started seeing a couple weeks ago, and the parents told me today how thrilled they were at the progress that he's made just in the couple weeks that he's been with me. So that makes my heart happy, because, you know, it was not easy to make that change to something that you're not really used to. I'm just using a spatula just to kind of get the air bubbles out, making sure that this is attached good. And now I'm going to, hi Belle. I'm going to use my heat tool to kind of take some of the wetness out, and then we'll use the iron to set it. It's very reassuring to know that, you know, you really know your stuff. He presents with a lot of behaviors because he doesn't have a lot of language. And so today was the first time we had almost 0 behaviors. Yes, it does. It does. And I told her, thank you so much. It really makes my heart happy. Stephanie, I really think so too, even just today. So today my day consisted of being over at the rehab facility for a few hours this morning I have to do training. I have to shadow somebody for a while. And then Sandy, I'm working for somebody else as an independent contractor. And I love the system that she has set up. Anyway, I was at the acute setting today for a few hours, and then I had some clients at the practice. Tomorrow I'll be at the practice all day, and then I'll be kind of half and half again on Thursday, and all day at the hospital on Friday. All right, let's get some parchment paper. Let's iron this, make sure that this is good and down. Sorry, that's loud. Thank you, Diane. Yep, Shelly, it does. Okay, I'm putting some parchment paper down. Yep, it feels hot. I'm just using my little iron just to make sure that this is set good. Hi. Oh, wait, Brenda's saying hi to Trina. Hello, Trina. All right. Okay. Now I turn the dial to turn it off. Is that what I do? Actually, I think it'll go off when I turn off my power strip. I'm not going to worry about it because I will turn off my power strip. Okay, look at this. Is our little gingerbread man, you guys. He's so darn cute. Now, we're going to quickly do this. I'm going to use my sanding tool, and we're just going to go around the edges really quick on all of these pieces. Marianne, I think that I'm going to be very, very happy. This facility that I have gone to seems to really care about their patients. You know, their main focus is rehab. And since speech pathology is a therapy, then, you know, they take good care of us. Do you get to wear uniforms? Yes, that's why I'm wearing scrubs. We wear scrubs in both. I missed what you said, Kim. Let's see if I can go back over here. Yes, it is nice to be thankful when people thank you for changing their lives. Oh my gosh, Diane, are you okay? All right, I wish I would have, I meant to sand some of this earlier and I forgot, you guys, so I apologize. So bear with me while I quickly do this on all of these pieces. I know it's not fun to just sit and watch somebody sand, but we can chit chat. Diane, where are you at again? This is our little square piece. This is going to be our stamp. I'm going to do that. I'm super excited about this. I hope this turns out super cute the way I have in my brain. Now on this part, I'm not going to worry about if some of that paint comes off and just the cardboard shows through. We might do some on our little gingerbread man too. Because when you rub off the paint, Indiana, okay. Oh my gosh. That is so scary, Diane. I'm glad you're okay. Prayers for anybody that had damage or, you know, had loss of life or is, you know, hurt. I can't imagine that there wasn't some. But anyway, what I was saying was I'm not worried if we lose a little bit of paint in this method because when you just have the raw cardboard exposure, we're just going to do some in some areas. So let me show you. You can see where I just rubbed that off. Hi, Yvonne, Southern Divine and Vines. Hello, Rosalind. Anyway, when you do that down to the raw cardboard, then when you use wax on it, those are the areas that it will pick up the wax quite a bit more, and it really accentuates that vintagey look. Will I be selling my crafts, my kits for Christmas crafts? Yes, Martha, we will be working on getting that, some Christmas kits going. Kevin's already eager and ready to start getting outside cutting, but I gotta ease back into this. I don't want to get too overwhelmed with everything. Right now, these next few weeks are going to be really busy and crazy for me with juggling the private practice and doing a lot of training hours at the hospital. So anyway, but I think it's next. Is it next weekend, Stephanie? Is the big Chef Berry Christmas event. I hope you guys have Mark that off on your calendar. Is it next week? What's today? I think it's next weekend. Big Christmas in July event. Lots of amazing crafters. It will be 3 days. You had lots of tornadoes. Oh my gosh. One person passed away. I'm so sorry to hear this. Is it like back to school? It's crazy, Lisa. It is. I won't lie. It is crazy, but it's not horrible. Is that next weekend day? I can't keep the days straight. They're all running together for me right now. I'm pretty sure that's next week. Thanks, Lisa. I had a hard time really struggling with how I was going to do things, and that's another reason why it did take me a long time to get everything situated, but I will not lie. Being overwhelmed, because you guys saw my before pictures, was probably my biggest challenge. Also, all of the fabric, I did iron every single piece. Yes, Mary, I did start a new job. Actually, I started 2 new jobs if you want to kind of, I'm doing some independent contract work with a private practice and some on-call work with an acute inpatient rehabilitation center for, you know, patients that have had strokes, brain injuries, things like that. Falls, and they've fallen, and they've, you know, just mostly brain injuries is really what we deal with. Okay. Do I have all of them? I have one more. Thank you, Shayna. You've been looking for that. Yeah, and you guys, that was super easy. All I did was take the boards. I actually went, I measured exactly what I wanted. I got a 9-inch board, thickness board. I just went to Lowe's. I knew exactly what I wanted, the areas that I wanted it to be in. I measured everything, and I said, just, can you cut this for me? I took the stress off of Kevin. They cut every single thing I wanted and every single thing. Now, the only thing he had to do for me was sand the board. So I got like a giant piece of plywood and had them cut it down to size. I used some Gorilla wood glue, and thank you, Wendy. Just use Gorilla wood glue and glued everything together. We didn't use any nails. You guys can all make those shelves very, very easily. Yes, Yvonne, you are absolutely right. The good thing is that my jobs are not stressful. They are not stressful in any manner. They're drastically different than where I was at. Let's just say that. All right. Now let's just do a little bit of this on, oh yeah, that's exactly what we do. I might do just a little bit. You know what? We're not going to worry about him. Okay. Let me dump this. All right, let's gussy up our little gingerbread man. Actually, no. Let's wax these up really quick. So, I'm going to use my Kiehl's Dark Wax. You guys, I got a new one. I don't see it in here. It must be in the car still. I got the new one. The reason I think that these were gone for so long and unavailable was because they were actually being reformulated to be Magnolia. Okay, it's still Kiehl's wax, but it's by Magnolia. Home Depot. I got the bigger one. The can was like about this thick, and I think it was like $25. Thanks, Brenda. All right, so we're just going to go around the edges. I got a little bit too much there. Just gonna go around the edges like so, and then we'll kind of blend that in. Now we're just gonna make this be like a stamp. Will it melt in the car? It possibly could, Mary. Hopefully it's not in the car. Hopefully it's on my kitchen counter. That's my next job, is to clean that mess up. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is going to be so cute. So you can see like right here, I'm rubbing in really hard where those, where I really kind of distressed the cardboard itself. Look at that. Oh, is it Amazon Prime Day today, Dana? See what I know? I didn't even go looking. I should, huh? I should tell you guys some finds that I found on there recently that you can go. I got a new tool. I got a new fun tool. I got this little guy. It's called a Snippets. I saw this when I went on Pinterest, and it's supposed to cut cardboard. I think you can cut multiple layers of maybe fabric. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It looked fun. I got one. Why does my bar dining room table always get piled up? Yeah, because it's the first thing that you just drop everything on when you come home. It does. You can clean it up, and in a matter of days, it's always a mess. I know, it does look cool, doesn't it, Mary? I wanted to use it and play with it when I cut this, but it wasn't charged, so I didn't play with it yet. What's something else new that I just recently got on Amazon? All right, I'm gonna put this down so you guys can see. Oy, that really brings out the corrugations. I love it. Look at that, you guys. Oh! All right, 2 more quick ones. Then we'll start putting things together. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is gonna be really good. So I did get some inspiration on this from, from Pinterest. I saw a, somebody who was selling an SGV file for for the Glow Forge. So I thought, oh, that's super cute. I drew mine. I didn't steal anybody's exact design. So I did, that was my inspiration. I can look up who it came from, but I drew everything freehand. Okay. Yes, yummy and grungy. That's right. Now, if you guys don't like grungy, you could leave it just white. Pure white. You can just do the edges and leave the rest of it white. I think the edges alone would look really good as well. But I'm going for that, you know, kind of old and vintagey look. All right, almost done with all these white doodads. My wax container is getting rather low. This kills one. Okay. Okay, that one. Hi, Trisha. Thanks, April. Again, you guys, if you don't like the grunge, you do not have to do grunge. Leave it pure white. Just do the edges. All right, we're gonna stamp on this little guy before I put the wax on. This is going to be like the you know, the money part of the stamp when you get a stamp. I did pull my stamps out. So I have like little number stamps that I got from Hobby Lobby some time ago. It was a month set that had all the days of the month and the numbers. So we're gonna make it 25 cents. I don't think stamps cost 25 cents anymore. Just gonna use a little capital letter C, kind of put it in a little crooked because it makes it look old that way to me. So there's that. The extent of our stamps. Let me put these away. You guys, I'm trying to be organized. Let me just quickly blow this dry. Okay. Let's wax this guy up. Ooh. Probably should wait till it cools down a little bit. Let's wait till that guy cools down. All right. Welcome. Do we have any other new people that have joined us? If you're new, please say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. We're so excited to have you here. If you're a silent watcher, hello, welcome. When you're ready, say hello. In the meantime, we love that you're here. What's for supper? Mary, I think Kevin he got the taco kit from Costco. So I think we're having those tacos, chicken tacos. And he's probably already eaten. I don't know. There we go. I wasn't getting enough on my thing. All right, now before I really grunge him all the way up, I have some little buttons for him. I got this really cute little package of wooden buttons I got from Hobby Lobby. They're the buttons that I used on the bunnies when I was making the bunnies in the spring. And I really like this package. All right, there's our little, oh, did I miss somebody's first time from Pennsylvania? I missed who that was. Mary Beth, welcome Mary Beth, and anybody else that I might have missed because I wasn't paying attention after I asked a question. I apologize. Please feel free to chat, engage. Everybody here is so welcoming, and you know, they treat you like you've been here forever. And so don't feel like, even if you have a question, that any question is stupid. We all, oh no. We all start somewhere. So if you're new, please, you know, don't be afraid to ask. I might have to remake that because it did smudge a little bit. Actually, I did make one last night just because I was playing to see if it was going to work. So we will use this one. Hi, Cindy. Welcome, sweet friend. Okay. Now, I love these buttons. If you guys want to see the package, let me know because I know where it's at. It's right there behind me. But these are the cute little wood buttons that I got from Hobby Lobby. They're in their little button rack. If you need to see the package, I'm happy to share. But we're going to put these little buttons on. Hi, Kimberly. How's Kevin doing? How's Kevin's job going? Well, I will be honest. Kevin doesn't work all that often. He does get called off quite a bit. He did work today, and he does work tomorrow. And that has been the first time in a very long time that he's actually worked 2 days in a row. He did get sent home early, though. So, you know, we talked about before we left California. You got ribbon at Hobby Lobby on clearance 79. Yeah, I got some too, Diane. They got some really nice ribbons. Anyway, we really talked about prior to leaving California, actually before we even went back to California, that I really wanted to get a laser cutter. Hi, Hazel. And so when we were in California, we decided we needed to wait till we moved and got settled, just because moving it across the United States was probably not the most financial or logical thing to do. And so we've been waiting, and we may be finally investing in a laser cutter so that we can give him something to do other than working in the long-term care facility that he's at. All right, so I have this cute little red ribbon that we're going to put around his neck. And I don't have the sharpest scissors in the box here, so we're going to get another pair. Those are not fabric scissors. And these aren't either, so we're just going to do... I clearly don't have my fabric scissors in here yet. We're just going to do the diagonal cut instead, since that will work better. Okay. Oh, this is going to be darling. I missed what happened, Kimberly. Okay. Put his little bow on, and then we do need to give him some eyes, you guys. There's our little gingerbread man. We'll see. I don't know. 1 year for you. Stella, that's right. I forgot that you moved right around the same time that we moved. And I forget how far you are from me. We really need to meet up, especially now that I'm not in the school system and I have a little bit more freedom. We need to do a meetup because I know there's a lot of you guys. Lizette is kind of up north near Yvonne, and I think that is where our sweet friend Delma is at. He got to meet up with Lizette. He and his wife met up with her and her husband. I don't know if you guys know Lizette. She doesn't get on lives too often, but she does do a lot of replays. Anyway, she posts a lot in a lot of the crafting rooms. Yvonne lives up north. Southern Designs and Finds. All right. Stella, that's right. I think you're not that far from me. Okay, there's our little gingerbread man. I'm not sure about the eyes. We'll wait on the eyes. We'll see. This is going to be so darn cute, you guys. All right. Now, these little guys are going to go right around the edges. This is going to be our stamp. Can you guys see it? You're in Milton, Florida, about 6 hours from Fayetteville. Oh my gosh. Fayetteville. Whew, that was a mouthful for me. That's not too far, and we want to get over to Florida. We haven't ventured over that way yet to get over to the beaches yet. Okay. There's Roxy barking. Okay, I think I'm going to glue these edges on first. Thanks, guys. I'm going to glue these on first so then I can trim the other sides. I can make the little notch because I'm liking the notch. I need it to go in just a little bit. I want to inset it just a little bit. And I probably should have put some other glue, some wood glue. Oh well. Oh my gosh. Destin is beautiful. That's what I've heard, Melissa. My daughter just went to Joe's Beach, I think she said, for 4th of July. She really liked that. All right, I'm loving this, you guys. This one need to, oh no, I have to cut this one still. What was I thinking? All right. Stephanie Wisby just come in. You're in Middle Tennessee. Mary, we saw some show. We were watching, I think, My Lottery Dream Home or something. We did go to Tennessee. We lived in Tennessee for a short time during COVID, and it just wasn't the right time. And so we moved back to California. I won't lie, I do miss Tennessee. We ended up here because this is where my daughter really wanted to be close to her dad's side of the family. And we came to help and support her mentally. Hi, Barb. Where did I get the pattern? I drew that freehand. So if you join my broadcast channel, it's in Facebook Messenger. I did put a link in the picture where that Santa was to join that. I did share a picture of that there. So you can get that for free over there. Save the image. I think you can download it as a PDF maybe, and then print it out. Okay. How did I do this? How did I do this? All right, so what I'm trying to figure out is, you can see it, you guys, I cut like a little notch in there. How far am I from Canton? It was a good, it's 13 hours when you map it out, but it did take us about 15 hours, you know, just for potty stops and, you know, food breaks and things like that. So I'm using the other one as a template, and we're going to pray that that works. So all I did was just make a little notch so that my cardboard is not overlapping, and that I can like kind of like sync them together. But now I have to figure out how to do this other side. I think I have to trim this down a little. And this one does not need a notch because of the way I just cut it. Well, that was intelligent. Oh well, we're just gonna go with it. All right. Don't do what I do and just cut it down to fit. I didn't really need to notch it. Okay, there's one. Okay, let's attach this. All right. I probably, when we're done, I will probably go back and redo these two sides because I have a notch on each end, opposite ends, and not a notch on the other end. And it probably isn't the best, but it is what it is. And it definitely is going to need wood glue on here, you guys. Because the glue, look, this one already popped off. It is made from cardboard, April. I just cut it from cardboard, painted it with some nutmeg paint, and then I used my stencil over the top to give it that, you know, print and that dimension on it. So it's just a piece of cardboard that I had lying around. I will go back, I will fix these sides, and I will use wood glue, you guys, because it definitely needs wood glue to keep this permanent. Wendy, I agree, it's not perfect, and we like not perfect, but it does look a little wonky because I notched opposite ends, so you can see I notched this end here, and I notched up here. So the notches are on opposite ends, and it looks a little bit funky. So I'm going to go back and do it. The buttons are, yes, Brenda, they are in the fabric section. The buttons do come in there. It's called, the brand is called Sewology. So, oh my gosh, this is adorable, you guys. Wait till we get it all the way finished. Now, if you're not an artist, not that I'm an artist, you guys. Thanks, Stephanie. And you don't have the confidence in your, you know, ability to sketch something out. I just kind of use a pencil and sketch. I'm not a fancy artist, and it's wonky, and I don't care. But if you really don't want, if you really feel that you can't, you can print something out and then trace it. Okay. All right. Look at how cute that is. All right, what do you guys think? Does our gingerbread man need eyes? Look at, yeah, I think he needs eyes now that I'm holding it up. Telegram, I shared the pattern on the broadcast channel. So the broadcast channel is, if you find the picture of this Santa that is, I can't, I'm backwards. So the Santa that is right there, find that picture. And in the comments, I did put the broadcast channel. Oh my God. Yeah, trace it out of a coloring book. All right. We definitely need to give him some eyes. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Does he think it needs anything else? Tracy, I know you get it, because when you guys have to understand that my camera is flipped so that it's mirrored, so that everything shows to you guys proper, you know, the words are correct and all that good stuff. But for me in the camera and knowing where things are at, it's completely backwards. Oh no, Stephanie. I'm glad that you made it okay. All right. I'm just going to use the end of my paintbrush to make him 2 little eyes. Now, one thing you can do when you're doing that, stick your pinky out on whatever you're doing to stabilize your hand so that it's not wobbly. You do that when you're painting your fingernails too, you guys. Stick that pinky out. All right. Maybe he needed black eyes. Oh yeah, the eyes make a big difference. Okay. I don't know. I don't think it really needs anything else. I mean, we could probably add something else to it, but then it takes away from it being like a stamp, which was the whole point of it. Somebody just came in and said hello. Was that Catherine? Hello. Welcome, Catherine. Hello, Janice. A mouth? You think he needs a mouth? Oh, I know what he needs. He needs his little things around his edges of his feet and hands. Trying to find the right brush in this stack of brushes, you guys. Yes, Brenda, that's what I'm talking about. The icing. He needs icing. So again, I got my pinky out to kind of stabilize my hand. And those that have been with me long enough know I am not the painter. Not the painter at all. I do not claim to have good painting skills, and so mine's wonky. You want good painting skills, you go watch Tracy over at Craft and Mom's Corner Market. You watch Miss Stephanie at the Vintage Pebble. Those girls got some painting skills. Not me. That's why I call mine wonky. You watched for the first time the other day. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for coming back. I'm so happy to have you here. Sometimes my husband will come and join us live with our dog Roxy, but he worked today. He's tired. He works tomorrow, and well, that's that. Okay. The first one wasn't that great. The rest of them are better. Okay. Now, you guys tell me if you think maybe the stamp, maybe, you know what, maybe the stamp edges, maybe it just needs like a color border, like a red stripe around. Definitely look. This is why it's going to need wood glue, you guys. Maybe it just needs like a red stripe down the side to kind of give it some more color. What do you guys think? I might have to give it a little more wax if I do that. You guys, I don't want to glue this permanently because I want to fix my edges, okay? Just saying. Dana, thank you so much. Mary, you hold the pinky out when you drink your wine. Well, I don't drink wine, but yeah, definitely. And your tea too. Your tea too. All right. What do you guys think? Maybe like just like a red stripe and then put some wax over it. I just feel like it's lacking some color or something. What do you guys think? What is it? It's missing something. It is missing something. Like, what if, see how we put like a red stripe? Don't you think that I'm not putting the ribbon, but just giving him some red on there grunging it up. Maybe a little bit of greenery, Sandy says. A bow. I have to run away for a Christmas greenery because my Christmas greenery, this is the only one I have in there. There you go, Brenda. Yeah, the greenery probably does do a bit. I'll have to get some more. Yeah, I think we're probably new. I think that's exactly what it needs. Some greenery and maybe a tag. Maybe we put it's a stamp. We can put USA. All right, I'm gonna go to the closet and get some Christmas greenery. This is the only greenery that I have next to me, you guys, because we used this. I used this the other day and I put it in that drawer. The rest of it is in the closet. Holding a candy cane. That would be super cute. All right, hold on a second. Wait. A rusty bell. Yeah, I have tons of those. Tons and tons and tons of those. Okay. All right. This is my favorite, and I know Sarah said that this was her favorite one too, but you guys, I get mine at Walmart. They haven't got any new ones yet. This is last year's. Actually, this probably is the prior year's stash because I don't need this. This came from the garage. We finally, now that the craft room is clean, I finally got everything out of the garage. Yes, Dana. And you know, I went to the Savannah store and I learned something. Those of you that are showing it in stock means it's not going to be on clearance at your store. It's really weird. I couldn't quite figure it out. He searched and searched and couldn't understand because I was telling him, hey, it's $49.99 everywhere else, but he looked in his system exclusively to his store, and his store was not on clearance. So if your store shows it as clearance, then it is not going to be clearance. And I don't like that other one on there. Whoa. I only like this one on here. Put some red marks on this so it looks like it's been stamped. Oh, that's a good idea. Again, that would, actually, if I put black wavy lines, right? I think I might have a stencil. Might even have a stamp. No. Can't find it. I thought I had a regular rubber stamp too. It has Mary. Okay, you guys, I just like this greenery on here. I don't like the other greenery with it. It came off again, you guys. Oh, I really need that wood glue on here. I think this is the third time we've glued this one piece. Kimberly. I really want to go. You know what? It's probably not the right time to go. Oh my word. It's probably not the right time to go because it's a holiday weekend, but my birthday is Labor Day. And Kevin always likes to do something on the weekend of our birthday, so maybe we'll go then. Oh, good golly. I just have to be careful not to push too hard. Okay. A small bow, you guys think we should do a Bow-Dabra bow? Or just maybe even this kind of a bow. I don't know. No, it needs more than that. Hi, Pam. Good to see you too, girl. Okay, let's get some fabric. All right, I want you guys to see how easy it is for me to get fabric off of my bolts. For those of you that are thinking about doing it. So watch this. I just cut what I want. And this is a great, horrible example because I clearly have never torn anything off of this one before. So the tear is a little wonky. So we're going to do it 3 times to get an even piece. And don't cringe because the newbie is trying not to keep everything that I don't need. I am letting ways go and trying to get rid of things that I don't need. Unnecessariness. I will not keep a whole bunch of scraps, but look at that. Okay. Fold it back up and done. Look at how easy that was. I'm probably going to get, nope, I'm not going to get any more because it will be too big. This one is just a little tiny piece that little squares that I got at Hobby Lobby and I haven't had a chance to put on yet. Matter of fact, I don't think I have space for that. These scissors are bad. I'll do 2 of these. And maybe a little lace. All right, Bow-Dabra. Stephanie, did you have a squirrel moment? Was that you that you're saying you had a squirrel moment? I am going to take this to tie my bow. If you guys were on live with me the other day, you saw that my twine ripped. Okay, I did not plan for this because I kind of didn't really want to take away from the stamp aspect, but I think it just needed it. Hi, Eddie. How are you, girl? Welcome. Stephanie. You kill me, girl. Okay, I'm trying not to do big. I'm trying not to do big. I always say that, and I fail. I fail at not making big bows. She's getting better. Stephanie, when do you guys leave? When do you guys leave? Stephanie and Sarah are guest presenters at Designs by Dina's event that she has going on, and they're going to Kentucky. let's do, where'd the lace go? Aw, Dina, thanks, girl. Yes, for those that are new, this this little tool is called a Bodabra. Hey, good time to get it with Amazon Prime Days. You might be able to get a little bit of a deal. It's called a Bodabra. It is an amazing tool to help you make bows. And my bow is going to be small, you guys. I am trying desperately hard. Those that know me know that I say small and I always make it big. Matter of fact, the bow that I made the other night on the thrifted piece, on the pumpkin, I ended up taking apart and making it a tad bit smaller. Can't wait to meet them. You're leaving on Thursday. Tracy, wait, who said that? Oh, Jen, you're going to Dina's event? Or is that Tracy that said that? I missed. You have 6 items in your cart. All right, twine. I should have used twine. All right. We're gonna have to cover that up. I should have used twine, but that's all right. It is very, very hard to make a small bow. You guys, I do not do small bows that well. Because, you know, as my patient said today, go big or go home. 65 items. Yes, we were playing Jeopardy, Rehab Jeopardy with our patients today, and one lady was very apprehensive and didn't want to lose, and the other one was like, go big or go home. Okay, ooh, what did we drop? All right, oh my gosh, how are we gonna do this and not break that cardboard off? All right, let's just go for it. Thanks, Diane. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. If the cardboard falls off again, we're just gonna wing it. So you guys, when you're doing this project, again, make sure when you're ready to have it completely attached that you are using some wood glue in there to get that permanent hold, okay? Because depending on the frame, your hot glue may not hold it. Thanks, Jan. Or at least rough your edges up on your frame a little bit so that it has something more to adhere to rather than the slick edges of the frame. That's my issue. Okay, let's put this on. Maybe a rusty bell and a little tag. Yes, Stephanie, 100%. Now I'm like, why did I torture myself for so many years? All right, there's what we have so far, you guys. Super glue, yes, Christine. You know what I probably could have used or could use is this stuff that I found that's been in the garage for the past year. It's called E6000 Quick and Hold. It is a different kind. But I do have some super glue around here somewhere also. that I did find as well. I put that somewhere safe that I'm not seeing at the moment. Okay. A tag. All right, what do you guys think should we put on our tag? I kind of like the idea of USA, but we also could make it yeah, I am very passionate about what I do, Diane. The school system here in Georgia is just not the same as it was in California, but the system, the education system in general is just really kind of out of control. And yeah, it was a rough year, and it was enough to do me in and for me to say no more. Okay. I thought I had some. Is that okay there? Oi! I'm trying not to press too hard, you guys, and it's posing a challenge. All right, we can put something in there. Gingerbread kisses. The round one looks like a Christmas bulb. I checked it back in the drawer. I don't know, what do you guys think? The round one at the bottom. Your daughter is putting kids back in school. Stephanie, I hope so too. Congratulations for making it 30 years, girl. The reason I'm not liking that one is because of kind of where it needs to be. And if it becomes a shelf sitter, it's gonna be, it's gonna get squished. That's my thought process. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with that one because, yeah, that's my thought process. Unless I move it all up a little bit. I might just have to move it up a little. This is just not cooperating. Because I can't push hard on this, you guys. Because I didn't put any wood glue on. All right. Good golly. I'm afraid it's going to fall. I'm going to put a little bell in the middle. Thank you, Trina. Move it to the bottom, you think? The round one. You guys don't even know what the kind of mess I have going on. Hi, Tammy. How are you, girl? All right. This is a challenge, you guys, because I can't push on it the way I need to push on it to make it stay. And, okay, yeah, that's better. All right, let's put something on there. Let's just get a simple little, Christmas stamp. Do I have them out? How about just this one? Happy holidays. Nice and simple. April, it's not really, what's happening is that I need to push harder to get it to stick into that glue. But if I push harder, it's going to take that edging right off of my frame again. And because I don't have that wood glue on there. And that's just because I want to go back and fix those edges. It's going to bug me. And I really only need to do one because the other one is covered with the greenery. Okay. Let's, oh, I don't like those. I'm going to use this little tool to rough the edges up, you guys. I got this from DollarTree. It's the little eyebrow blade. Just roughs the edges up. And then we'll wrinkle it. I like to crinkle it up, break the fibers down a little bit, and then put the wax on there. But I'm almost wondering if we leave this one. Now, we'll get some wax on there. I'm not going to put a lot of wax on there because I like that new look a little bit against that grungy old stuff. All right. Sorry, the little cardboard was a little wonky today. For those of you that just came on, I'm using wax, okay? This is the wax that I'm using. You can get this at, I got mine at Lowe's. Now it's called the Magnolia line, and it does have the Kills name on it. You're going to find it over by the chalk paint if you go to Lowe's. Denny, you like the little eyebrow tools too? Now, did you use it for crafting or do you just use it for your eyebrows? I do not use it for my eyebrows. I'm afraid I probably wouldn't have any eyebrows left if I did. Because I don't have confidence in myself with that. Okay. Twine. Twine right in front of my face. Thank you, Lisa. Anybody thinking about possibly attempting to make one? I love that it's super easy to make. Again, it's just cardboard and a frame. That's what I like about these crafts. You know, you can do so many things with cardboard. All right, I'm just putting a little piece of twine in here. We'll attach that right there, and I'll show you what we have, and hopefully the cardboard pieces will stay attached for the time being, so I can at least show you guys, and then I'll fix it. Hopefully my bow will stay on there. Yeah, it got a little bit crooked now. The one piece of cardboard. Ay, ay, ay. All right, well, I will fix this off camera, you guys. You can see how I don't even have a place to grab. This side is a little bit crooked. I just don't like, this is what I'm not liking, this edge right there. Isn't it cute? I think it's adorable. I will fix it off camera though, you guys. Thanks, April. You guys remember, you can just sketch something out and draw something on cardboard and paint it. Remember, if you use the sander, bring back some of the cardboard, it'll get those darker edges of the wax, or the darker spots with the wax. Thanks, Tammy and Sherry, Dana, Diane. I almost called you Dana. Dana's probably still here. Thank you, Trina. Thanks, Kelly. Thank you, Cindy. Oh, I like how you spell your name. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm sorry it took a bit longer than I wanted it to. Thankfully, Christy wasn't able to go on after me because I just took too long. Yeah, it's a good thing. Miss Stephanie over at the Vintage Pebbles getting ready to go on in about 15 minutes. So you guys make sure you go check her out, see what she has going on. Tomorrow, Christy and I are planning on trying to go back to back. So if you guys don't know Miss Christy, the Dashing Willow by Christy, make sure you get the one that says by Christy, because she had to merge her old, well, she had to shut the old page down and start a new one because we had some problems with in the back end of things. They were saying that she wasn't the owner of the account, so even though she was, but go check her out. She's a doll. She's my best friend. I'll get to you and let you know the time that we'll be on. We're going to try to shoot for the same time tonight, and I'll have to keep my time under control. Thank you for all the new friends that were here. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm sorry I was a little chatty tonight, but that's a speech pathologist for you. You guys have a great night. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye.